Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Forgotten Stream. We have round 2 of United League Reborn 5. This is Division 2. And Crazy Machine Chicks 2 are going to play against Doriftos. Doriftos are a French team, which is a meme team, which is in fact Airvan, and Airvan is in fact a collaboration between Air and Revan. I do not really know what to expect in terms of results. It looks like we don't have Drago on our side. No, we do actually. Looks like he's not going to drive Coast now. Based on what I can see, our lineup for Coast is probably going to be Wormy, Rat, and Sepe the Coast God. Whether or not the Dorifto guys are trained, how much they are trained, and whether or not they are going to drift, who knows? I definitely don't. So it will be a surprise for me and for you viewers as well, I guess. Hello, Max Heidenreich. Who are you? Just curious. Need to lower the volume. Oh, Wombo. That's a name I haven't seen for many years. Are you sticking around or just randomly stumbled upon my stream? Is that a comeback? No, Wamba, I definitely remember you. You were in Bananas, then I think Deno after Bananas. You built some maps as well. Yo, that's nice to hear. At least some people follow me. Hey. And meanwhile... Okay, Galba. We were almost ready to start. But... Galba... has got some issues. Which seem to be fixed. And we're about to go where I'll lie on map num, map 1 of tonight. ULR5 voiced by Roa. Axita, Galba and Rob against Wormy, Sepe and Rad. We already have Axita with a mistake at the start. Rob and Galba drifting a little bit. Sepe the coast god and his Finnish friend Wormy leading away, but Sepe makes a mistake, drops down to second, so it is Wormy from Sepe from Galba. Ooh, Galba with a full stop crash at the chicane. Rad is fighting Rob and Axita. He's slightly behind, but the Finnish duo of Wormy and Sepe are pretty comfortable out there in the lead. About half a second clear of Rob. And unless they are going to do Galba, they should be good. Axita makes a connection with a wall. The Finns finish 1 and 2, and this is first blood to CMC. Hey Dan, nice to see you here. Round 2, based on Wormy sliding right in the first turn. So based on what I've seen in the first round, it looks like the Doriftos guys weren't really trained. So let's see whether CMC can keep up. In terms of consistency, they definitely have the pace. The Doriftos guys are skilled. Just don't look like they practiced a lot. Ooh, Rad also crashed after Wormy. So it is Sepe followed by a trio of French drivers. And unless they're going to crash themselves, this is going to be round for the blue side. Indeed it is. 1 for 1. Yeah, Rad has had a huge crash and lost over 5 seconds there. Third round. Nobody sliding out at the start. Axita with a tentative start. Rob with a small mistake. Galba and Sepe fighting for the lead. Ooh, Rad a bit too wide on those walls. And he will be way down compared to the rest of the pack. Galba, meanwhile, finds himself in the lead from Sepe, from Wormy. Rad is... Ooh, Wormy makes a mistake and Axita overtakes him and Rob as well. So it is Galba from Sepe, Sepe who also slides and crashes, and Axita gets in front of him. it just doesn't look like a good round for CMC. Exeter slides and crashes himself, allowing Sepe to creep into second position. But with Wormy and Rad in last two positions, there is simply nothing that can be done. Round 4, the blue side are in the lead. Sepe currently first. Exeter and Rad both made mistakes because there is a big gap between them and the leaders. Galba makes a mistake on those walls and then he slides into a wall and drops down to fourth position behind Wormy, but Wormy makes a small mistake and he's in the mix with the tight back of Doriftos. Ooh, Galba goes onto the grass. This is not going to help his chances. Sepe continuing to lead this round. Rob is second. Exeter was momentarily ahead of Wormy. Wormy has to keep his position to win the round for the team, and he does. This is 2 for 2. Wambo, these tournaments are organized by an organization called United Unicorns. They have a Discord server. I can give you a link later in the chat if you use Discord. Round 5, another confident start from Sepe. He is pursued by Galba and Exeter, and Wormy is trying to keep up. Exeter makes a mistake, so that Rad and Wormy are able to catch up, but Galba gets ahead of Sepe. And Rad, who is currently last, is 0.74 down on the first position. So it is tight, so anything can happen, but at the moment it is clearly advantage Dorifto. Everybody making mistakes, positions are changing. So it is Galba from Sepe, Wormy and Rad after all. And the CMC team take this round. Yeah, if anyone could share the link to the UU Discord, it would be nice. I can do it after the map is over. 3-2, CMC are in the lead, but it is ever so fragile. Sepe once again out in front from Galba. From Rad, Exeter and Wormy, Rad once again goes onto that wall, loses a lot of time, drops to last. Sepe still first, Galba chasing him, tailing him. He is not going to give up. With Rad in last position, Wormy has to take that place from Exeter. Otherwise it's going to be a Doriftos round, and Sepe makes a mistake and the Doriftos get closer, but Exeter crashes. However, Galba manages to overtake Sepe by 1/100th of a second, and it is close. It is 11-10, but it is Doriftos, and yes, Roa, this is the first map for them, for us, should I say. 3-3, incredibly tight. This may go down to the wire. Ooh, Exeter sliding in front of the tunnel, but Sepe makes a mistake. Rat once again going wide onto that wall, but Galba, who was leading, slides and crashes, allowing 3 CMC drivers to get into the leading 3 positions. Rob actually has something to say about that, and he gets in front of Rat, but the Finnish duo of Sepe and Wormy are still first and second. Rat continuing to drop time compared to his opponents. Galba sneaks into 4th place, but unless the Finns are going to crash, this is going to be a CMC round. Rob with a small slide. Galba looked like he made a mistake, maybe he didn't. It wouldn't matter, with 6 and 5 points respectively for Sepe and Wormy, and this is another round for CMC. 4-3. No time to relax. Axeta sliding in the second turn. Sepe from Galba, Wormy and Rat. Galba with a small slide that he has to cancel. Drops a couple of tenths, but nothing too serious. Wormy and Rat both go onto that wall, which drops Rat to last, but Axeta slides and allows Rat to catch up. Wormy is fighting Rob, and he is currently winning. Ooh, Galba, huge crash there, going onto 2 wheels, losing all the momentum that he's had, and he will be in last after that. Wormy managed to fend off all the attacks so far from Axeta and Rob, and he's leading them away in 2nd position. Sepe with an incredible 104.88 wins the round. Wormy almost 2 seconds down on him in 2nd, ensures that this round goes the way of CMC. 5-3. Round 9. Sepe with a good start. Wormy, Rat and Rob were close, but ooh, Rob sliding before that tunnel. Axeta touching the wall a little bit, but doesn't lose any speed. Galba with a drift, Rat with a bigger drift. They're currently last. Axeta looked like he was going to attack the Finns, but he made a mistake, then he made an even bigger mistake. So Rob is... alongside Rob is just ahead of Rad. Another small slide from Axeta. Rad is up into 5th position. Sepe continues to lead from Wormy. Galba with a mistake and dropping time. And Sepe with another 104, almost a second up on Wormy. Another round win for CMC. I wouldn't know, Roa. Maybe they just won those 104s. 6-3. Map points for CMC. Yes, the Finns are totally carrying it. Especially Sepe, the Coast God, with 50 points. And in round number 10, he is still out in front from Wormy, but it is close between him and Galba. But Galba connects with the wall and drops down to last position. And currently Sepe, Wormy and Rad are in first 3 positions. Well, not now, after Rad slid a little bit. Ooh, it is going to be close for second. Sepe still first. Wormy is tailed by Rob. There was Galba on the attack as well, but I think he made a mistake. Nothing dramatic at the finish. Sepe from Wormy take the round, red finishes 6th, and it is GG for map number 1. 7-3 and 56 points for Sepe, 42 for Wormy. Yes, that was some strong performance from Sepe especially. Interesting rounds, but it didn't quite go the way of Doriftos after the first 6 rounds, and I promised Wombo a link to the United Unicorns Discord server. I have to warn you, there can be a lot of drama. I want to drive around it to warm up myself. But this is an incredibly hard map. My PP is 108 high, I think. But yeah, once again, Wambo, be warned. Because that Discord can go wild sometimes. Well, considering this is Division 2, and people are probably not no left, I expect this to be crashy as hell. Like, seriously crashy. I hate speed checks. They have no place in the league now. Once, well, not too bad. Oh my god. Why does it have to be like this? I love it when people honk back. Also Mix playing with us instead of training for round 3 against CMC2. Hey Drago, thank you for walking back. No. This is not the way. Hello, Buff. But seriously though, who can play these maps without training them for hours? Well, the prodigies, I guess. Of which there is no shortage these days. What about regular boomers? They don't have the skills or the time to know life. They also have dementia. This is going to be wild. So map 2, ULR5 Bakanga by Lolita, the Bay map. Apparently it's supposed to mean make Bay great again. I have to say it's better than the usual KB noob keyboard T noob maps. So it is Nemesis Silver 101, the old school, the legend guy, Galba and Drago, Wormy and Rad on the CMC side. The first round, and it is Silver 101 fighting Drago and Wormy for the lead. Rad somewhere at the back. Wormy with the first crash of the round, it wasn't fatal. Silver in the lead from Drago. Oh, Drago with a huge one there. And with Silver, Galba and Nemesis occupying the first 3 positions. And Drago being 7 seconds down. I think this is pretty safe for Doriftos. They actually look more trained than they were on Coast. Triple 105 or 106 for Rad and Wormy. And a huge crash for Drago. First blood to Dorifto. I don't play anything tonight. The maps didn't really suit me. I didn't have much time to train, and I didn't even make it to qualifying. Nemesis with a slide there. Let's see what things are like at the front, and it is Rad from Drago from Galba. Galba definitely looks hot here, but he does not make the jump. And crashes, loses a few seconds. And it's CMC 1, 2, 3, but Rad with a slide. Silver catches up, but Rad will not be giving up. However, ooh, Silver with a big mistake there. He will have to respawn, and the CMCs will finish in comfortable 1, 2, 3, and with the gaps that they have. 105, 106, 107, they take this round. 1 for 1, we are tied at the moment. Yeah. Actually, everybody on the board with 7 points after 2 rounds. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, I said it would be crashy, and so far it is proving to be so. Round 3, Galba out in front from Rad, from Drago and Nemesis. Nobody seems to be crashing yet. Nemesis a little bit down compared to the rest. Oh, ooh, Nemesis crashed. Wormy. Ooh, Galba with a huge crash. He was there on the roof. Wormy playing it safe. Just going the long way around after that small jump onto the bridge. It dropped time, but he didn't crash. Wise strategy, but Rad there didn't quite make it, and he probably will have to respawn. So far Drago was in the lead momentarily, but it was retaken by Silver 101. However, a much better line from Drago out of the tunnel, and Wormy as well. And they take the first 2 positions and the round with it, and Rad with a 110. Still good enough for P4. The points are not as pretty after that. And CMC are in the lead. 4th round, good start from Rad, Galba, Nemesis and Drago. Drago, ooh, Nemesis crashed. Drago was lifting a lot, but he didn't crash, that's more important. Rad, the joystick driver, who should be in an advantageous position because of his controller. Currently losing time to Wormy, and he is down in 3rd. Actually, I think Silver 101 has had a massive crash. Wormy takes the lead from Galba. Galba 2nd, Rad 3rd. Did Drago crash? I heard something. No, he did not. Galba, meanwhile, fighting for the round win, and he will take it from Wormy. We'll have 3 guys with sub 106 times. Galba, Wormy and Rad. And Galba has no support from his teammates in this round, who both crashed. And it is 3 for 1 CMC. Round 5. I think I saw small slides here and there on the platform. It's probably Rad. Ooh, Galba! Huge crash there. So yeah, Rad must have had a slide at the beginning, because he dropped some time. This bridge section, and no victims among top 4 runners. The Finnish pair of Wormy and Drago are in the lead. Ooh, Nemesis hitting a wall and then face planting another. The Finns are out in front from Silva, from Rad, Galba and Nemesis. Yeah, and with 2 6-second crashes, there's no catching up for Galba and Nemesis. 105 dead for Wormy, 105.37 for Drago. Good round. Another round for the red side. Round number 6. No slides. Ooh, I say no slides. Red slides, but what happened to Nemesis? I think it was Nemesis. He just flew out of the track. And didn't even look crazy in that section. Ooh, Galba! A bit too ambitious. Right into the wall. And that will prove costly. Meanwhile, Jago is first from silver, from Wormy, from red. It's going to be tight for the lead. But unless CMC is going to start crashing, they can afford to give silver the first place. Going the different sides of the pole. Silver losing out, and Wormy sneaks past him at the finish. We'll have 3 guys with 105s. Pretty decent for this map, I would say, despite the world record being in low 102. (5-1) CMC in the lead. 28 points for Wormy, 27 for Jago. You can see how safe Silver went on the platform there. Ooh, that was a crash from Jago. Jago, the consistent man, the consistency man. Into the bridge, nobody crashing, a small slide from Nemesis at the exit. Wormy out in front from Galba from Rad. Rad going a bit safe. Silver catching up. And now he will actually get ahead. And at this point, something has to be done by the CMC side. Or there should be help from Doriftos, because it looks like a Dorifto round win. Yes, Nemesis finishes ahead of Jago, and the blue side will take their second point. 104.50 for Wormy, 104.64 for Galba. Really quick round for these two, and 2 105s. But that looked pretty slow in comparison. Round 8. Galba absolutely sending it through the start section. Going for rounds top 1 at the moment. Yes, that was a confident start. He's way ahead of the rest, but he crashed so horribly, and that will definitely drop him into last. Nemesis was already last, so it is a Wormy from silver, from Jago and Rad. And a gap of almost 2 seconds between Rad, well, it's less than that now, and Nemesis. And Silver sliding out in the tunnel, putting the CMCs into the first 3 positions. 104.77 for Wormy, 105.5s for the other 2 CMCs. And it's map points for CMC. 6-2. Round 9. Galba sending it once again, but this time the others are a little bit closer. Rad turns in too early, but he doesn't stop, he just has to go the long way round. so this is not the end of the world. Wormy, ooh, a bit shaky there, dropping some time. Nemesis, I think Wormy slid, but judging by the sound. So it is Drago, well, it was Drago out in front, but he also slid. So it is Galba from Silva from Drago. Drago is on the attack. Silva is holding his ground. Let's see how the tunnel is going to go, but with Wormy and Rad in last two positions, it's not going to change much. Silva 1056 as well as Galba. And that is the third point for the Doriftos. Six to 3. Round 10, good start from the CMC drivers. A bit less confident. Ooh, Silva crashing. So it is Rad from Drago, Galba and Wormy, but it is neck and neck between these four guys. Galba will have to make some inroads on the CMC drivers if he wants to have a chance at winning the round and not losing the map right here, right now. Wormy going a bit safe here. Drops down to 4th. Galba up into 2nd. Past both fins. So the tunnel. Rad going the other way around the pole compared to the guys ahead, well, around him. But it will not matter. Top 4 finishing with 104s. Incredible. And with that, it is 7-3 for the CMC side. And we are going into the last map, and it's going to be desert. Hello, Blob. Did my game crash or something? Nope. It's loading. Seems to be a bit slow. What is going on with it? With the Desimania on my server. I mean with fast. Yeah, I need to restart fast because that will not do. Had the command saved somewhere. Mhm. Come on, did you not start? Definitely says that it did. Fast restarted. Okay, fast seems to be fixed. Yeah, a bit of an open moment. So what is going to happen on desert? We are probably going to have Drago rather than Wormy, because Copper and Mix are both in CMC3. So the last map for tonight, ULR5 Teiyu by Sander. The players are Guy, Rob and Frink against Wormy, Drago and Rad. Lights are out and away we go. Wormy, Stuff and Rad both crashing right at the very beginning. Guy in the lead from Drago and Rob. Rob crashing into this tunnel entrance. And Guy made a mistake, and it is Drago from Frink. Wormy seems to be ahead of Rob. And Rad seems to be ahead of Rob as well. Did Rob make too many mistakes? As things stand, it would be an 11-10 round win for CMC, but not anymore, because Rad made another mistake and dropped down to last, so... And he missed the finish as well. Will he even be able to finish? Yeah, there should be plenty of time. Drago wins the round, but he doesn't quite have enough support from his teammates, so it is first blood for the French side. Sliding out at the black star, Frink with a small slide as well. And it is a trio of CMC drivers neck and neck up until Rad crashes in that tunnel. So the flying Finns are flying in first and second positions, chased by Rob and Rad PL. But unless these Finns are going to crash, this should be enough for a round win for the CMC. Rob is still chasing them. He is far away. They're going to make any mistakes? Hopefully not. Drago going really close to that edge. Double 101, and Drago just 100th off his time in previous round. 1 for 1, teams are tied. Round 3. Everybody? No, not everybody. Rob seems to have crashed. Wormy crashed. He even had to respawn. Drago leading from Rad, who went out of the track, so it is Drago and Yi battling for the lead, and that is until Drago crashes. Doesn't quite look good for CMC this time round. So it is Guy from Frink from Drago and Wormy and Rad in last two positions. And Rad is a checkpoint behind the leader. Unless something crazy happens, this is going to be a Doriftos round. And indeed it is. 2 for 1, blue side in the lead. Chasing the racing driver excuses. Rad with a good start. Joystick driver on desert. Fun fact, Sandra the author is also a joystick driver. Rad going out of the track and losing the lead with it. It is Guy from Drago, Wormy and Red with another mistake. That's not good. Wormy, Guy, Drago and Rob. Drago just sliding a little bit on that downhill turn in front of the tunnel, losing time. Ooh, the meshes are just messing with the fins. Wormy just about ahead of Guy. But Frink made a mistake and dropped behind Rad, and it is 11-10 for CMC. The score is tied. Yes, Drago was in UMF. Double crash there, I think both Rad and Drago crashed, exiting the grid at the start. So it is all on Wormy's shoulders, and he is only third. At this point it doesn't even make sense for the Doriftos guys to push. We can allow Wormy to take the round, and so long as they don't crash, they will take it anyway. And Wormy just makes the job that little bit easier by crashing in this tunnel. So with Guy, Rob and Frink going in the first three positions, well, Wormy does manage to overtake Frink. However, it matters little. Something is definitely up with Rad. 5 rounds in, he's got 6 points. And the best time of 104.49. He crashes again at the very start. He's a desert specialist. Not a good look for him. Mistake there from Rob. Ooh, Wormy crashes out of the lead. That definitely does look bad. So it is Guy from Frink from Drago. We'll have to try and overtake quite a few people in order to win the round. And so far, so good for Doriftos. Only a couple corners to go. No changes of position among the leaders. And it is 4-2 for Doriftos. Yeah, quite a few people came back last year during lockdowns and everything. Frink had a good start, but he was a little bit too ambitious with his two-wheeling there. Drago out in front from Rad, from Guy, from Wormy and Frink. Guy with a mistake. Wormy also not the perfect line there. Drago and Rad in front. Wormy rejoining them. Guy on the attack. Can he make anything happen? Not on his own. Have to be a crash from the CMCs. Rad finally with a good time, 102.07. But it is only good enough for third because Wormy and Drago drove faster than that. Four, 3. Doriftos still in the lead. Round 8. Good start from the Finns, but he is going strong, and Drago crashed. And Rad crashed. So it is Guy from Wormy from Frink. Probably Rob in 5th. Drago is definitely out of contention, and so seems to be Rad. Wormy just about wrestled the lead from Guy. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Not long to go. Well, it's unfair Trackmania because they finished with identical times, but Guy was given the round win. However, that just doesn't matter. The round would go Doriftos' way either way. Once again with a good start, Wormy crashing in the tunnel. Drago is his closest follower. Well, with Robin 3rd, make it 4th. Still a winnable round, even if Guy takes 1st. Well, Drago getting that lead definitely helps. Rad overtaking Rob. Drago in 1st. Well, that was... What the hell is Guy doing? Now he equaled Drago and took the round win. But the red side did take that round regardless. Rad with a slide early on, so does Wormy do. But Frink must have crashed, and it is tied between Drago and Guy. However, with current positions, Drago would need to be in 1st rather than 2nd. He's not letting Guy go, but he's not able to get ahead either. And Rob is just clinging. Ooh, Guy with a mistake at that banked section, the off-camber section. Drago takes the round. Guy loses that round lead, and a round win evades him. 5-5. Rad with a mistake right at the very start. Drago and Wormy from Guy and Frink. Ooh, Rob with a huge crash there. Rad a little bit slower than the leading 4. And Guy not landing on the road in the tunnel. This will prove costly. Let's see what Frink is going to do from 3rd. But as things stand, it wouldn't matter for CMC at all. Drago and Wormy, the flying Finns, flying to the finish. both finishing with 101s. And CMC take the map points. Six to 5. Either CMC take this round or it's going to be overtime. Drago made a mistake right at the beginning. Ooh, he crashed, Frink crashed. This just doesn't bode well for the team in blue. And Drago, ooh, and now Rob made a mistake of his own. So it is red from Wormy from Drago. Only their horns to make them company. Couple more corners to go. Can Brad take this round? No, he can't. By 100th of a second. This was a really close map. And it went the way of CMC2. And that's it for tonight. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. I could potentially stream the CMC1 match tomorrow, but I doubt that I'm going to do that. Most likely not. So probably see ya on the next weekend for CMC2 versus CMC3. That is peak comedy, don't miss that. And with this, I want to say thanks to everybody once again, and goodbye. Have a good time.